are afflicted in this nation. We are afflicted with this disgusting mud-sucking creatures, bottom-dwelling mud-sucking creatures, for which the only form of control is a version of herpes. We don't want to have to deal with carp. No, we don't want to deal with carp. We've got to get rid of the carp. Because when we've dealt with this virus, you know, Mr. Speaker, that we're going to have between 500,000 and 2 million tonnes of carp. 2 million tonnes of carp. We're going to have to bury the carp.
Shortly.
It's a short time frame. It's an incredibly short time frame, but it's by necessity because we need to inform a decision by December next year. And so some of these projects will take most of that time.
It's been made very, very clear. When it was first announced, it was though there was going to be no carp in Australia, and the next day, tomorrow, the day up. Couldn't be further from the truth.
So
do the West Australians share your view? Now that's the question. Do the West Australian experts share your view? They're not connected by fresh water to the rest of Australia, but my information is the West Australians are not on the same page as what you're saying.
And it's by Jackie Lighton and Cock van Oosterhout, School of Environmental Sciences, University of East Anglia, Norwich Research. You ever heard of them?
Yes.
Biocontrol of common carp in Australia poses risk to biosecurity. The planned release, I take it that is of the herpes virus, will result in the propagation of an unprecedented number of viral particles in the environment. Should we be worried?
What I will say is that, of course, all living organisms mutate. The question is how often and how significant are those mutations. So this particular virus, there are around 9 strains that have been identified throughout the world that are 98% homologous. That means there isn't much evidence of there is no evidence of significant mutation so far. What I will say is mutation of the likes that the authors refer to actually are undertaken over a period of millennia, not tens of years like we're proposing in this program.
They go on to say the large-scale release of a notifiable disease for biocontrol constitutes a serious risk to global food security. Sorry, Mr. Barwick, but how would it be a serious risk to global food security?
So the world's largest farmed fish is carp, and it's in China. And obviously China would be very concerned about.
We fear this could lead to catastrophic ecosystem crashes, which, given the importance of the Murray-Darling Basin for the country's water supply, may also pose a risk to human health. What do you say to that, Mr. Barwick and Dr. Hone at this stage?
But in specific reference to that issue that's raised, the primary pathway that we've identified through which killing lots of carp might impact on ecosystems is through changes to dissolved oxygen.
But so far my research does indicate that there will be huge side effects for the rest of the ecosystem.
It's really important to understand that this is purely a science program of 2 parts, communication engagement and research, which is the gaps, to de-risk a decision-making process. We are not involved in the decision-making process.
We know that. We honestly know.
So we will...
If the risks that are borne out of the legislative approval process and the public consultation process can't be resolved, clearly this won't go ahead.